The museum was originally opened in 1985 when it was founded by sisters Joanna and Hilary Bourne, who had themselves grown up in the village and knew many of the artists who are held within our collection. The redevelopment process started back in about 2006 when the trustees and the staff sat down to consider the sort of future of the museum, because the buildings at that point were not in a great state of repair and didn't reflect the quality of the collection that we held. We wanted to not create a piece of pastiche architecture, but wanted to have a texture to the building, but also a sort of contemporary clean edge as well, just so that you had that dialogue with the village itself and you could be reminded of the fact that these objects were made here by this community. This was reopened in 2013.
It is such a joy to be able to be part of a team that has this lovely little gem, this wee gem, nestling in the South Downs. All the visitors we have all go away saying what a fantastic building it is.
Our redevelopment was not just a building project, but it was actually looking at what is the sort of unique element of this collection. That is the artists and craftsmen who lived and worked here. And by prioritising those objects, we're looking at objects in the village and the context that they were made, which is a really rare opportunity now. Eric Gill, the letter cutter and sculptor who moved to Ditchling from London in 1907, really sets that process in trend. He was very quickly followed by many other artists and craftspeople, including Edward Johnston, the designer of the font for London Underground, which was actually done in Ditchling. Then this escalated and developed with many other weavers, painters, silversmiths, who all lived and worked within the village.
I see a history of making in this village. There's a continuous tradition of how to make your life with the natural world around you, and this is part of that story. It's a very long story, but it has a particular intensity in the 20th century. The museum has focused on that moment now in its displays.
Part of our project was to create a dedicated learning space. I think it's a really positive step in terms of re-engaging with creativity, which is something we hope to continue to develop. We're delighted to be on the shortlist. I think it's been a positive experience, and we hope that our success is a positive experience for the whole of the village in terms of economic impact as well. It's just another really fantastic phase for us in terms of sharing the building and the collection.